Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is episode 20, Conversation 20, and today's topic is the art of slowing down. Um, let's see if I can get what I've written up. Oh, I can. Hopefully you can still see me. Trying something new here. It seems to still be recording. Okay, cool. I've written something, so I'm just gonna read it from here. There we go. Get some notes. So, life can often feel very fast-paced, and we can seem to be living in a what next era. When we slow down to the speed of life, we begin to realize that living in a what now reality makes a lot more sense. Somehow, by slowing down, a lot more gets done. We feel calm and peaceful, and the world doesn't end because we didn't wash the dishes. Here's a quote from a book with daily inspirations. Come to me and rest in my loving presence. You know that this day will bring difficulties, and you are trying to think your way through those trials. As you anticipate what is ahead of you, you forget that I am with you, now and always. Rehearsing your troubles results in experiencing them many times, whereas you are only supposed to go through them when they occur, or if they occur. Do not multiply your suffering in this way. Instead, come to me and relax in my peace. I will strengthen and prepare you for this. I will strengthen you and prepare you for this day, transforming your fear into confident trust. Jesus Always by Sarah Young. Although this book is written through the eyes of a Christian and the I, me, and my is in reference to Jesus or God, the words in the text can be altered to fit your life and can help you see that fretting about an imagined future is not worth your time. Life is happening right now, right before your eyes. Life never gives you more than you can handle. And when life gets overwhelming and just too much to bear, it's because you've stepped out of the now and into the what next. And you are trying to accomplish yesterday, today's, and tomorrow's tasks all at once. Slow down and look at what's right in front of you. Can you take the next step? Can you slow down to the speed of life? So yeah, I just thought I would start there for the art of slowing down. I have noticed in this era, this especially children, but I'm sure it's us adults as well. Otherwise, where are the children getting it from? Um, there is this sense of urgency, this sense of, okay, I'm doing this now, but what am I going to do afterwards? Now I'm doing the washing up, but after the washing up, what do I need to do? Or if it's a child, now I'm doing my homework, what do I do after my homework? And it's this idea that we need to know what's going to happen so we can feel safe and secure. We need to have an itinerary or a plan or a schedule so we can kid ourselves, so we can fall into the illusion that we know exactly what's going to happen at each and every interval. But we simply can't anticipate what's to come because no matter the amount of planning and scheduling and spreadsheets, life sometimes doesn't go according to that plan. And when we look at what's right in front of us, what's now to do, what is now? What is right now? What is in front of you? Is it the washing up? Is it taking your kids to school? Is it eating your breakfast? Is it cooking the dinner? Whatever that one now task is that's in front of you, it's more than doable. And when we live in that way, when we really do slow down to the speed of life, I only actually heard that yesterday, so it's quite fitting. But that it's just so amazing that when we see slowing down as an art rather than a luxury, it's it just feels nicer. It's like things get done. So it can kind of, there's this misconception that if you slow down, if you know, say if you've got lots of things to do, you've got about 5 things to do in the space of an hour, those 5 things can get done in that time, in that limited time frame. But if you're rushing and you're fretting over the fact that you don't have enough time to do all these things, and you're trying to do all these things within the hour, chances are you don't get them all done, or you do, and you feel really, really frazzled. So whether like the worst case scenario would be you don't get the tasks done and you feel very frazzled. And then at best, you feel really frazzled and overwhelmed, but the tasks have been done. But there's something even better that when we slow down and not just not on the outside world, not like, wash the dishes slower. Not that kind of slow down, but when we mentally slow down and when we're washing the dishes, we are really just washing the dishes. We're not thinking of the million things that we need to do after the dishes. When we just stop and actually focus on the present moment, focus on the now task that's in front of us, somehow it's like a magical force that, or God energy, this power behind life that just allows more to get done. You feel peaceful, you feel calm, and yet all of your tasks are done, and you have time left over to sit down and have a cup of tea, or to sit down and read your child an extra story. You notice that with the same allotted time frame, you can get more done when you're not fretting about this imagined future that never actually comes to fruition because we're making it up. It's like monsters under the bed for a 3-year-old. We're just making up this imagined thing that isn't there yet. And when we stop and we come back to, okay, what's in front of me? Okay, a crying baby. Let's deal with my crying baby right now. Let's give it a hug and do what I need to do to console this child. That's it. That's your world. That's your present and that's your reality. That's your now. That's all that's happening. Once that's passed, then you can look at what's next. What's the next now? You know? I think it was actually just no, it wasn't yesterday, it was Monday. So 2 days ago, I was at work and the little boy had homework to do, and I think it was his maths homework or English homework, who knows. So I said, why don't you just go do your English homework? And he said, after my English homework, what should I do? I said, why don't you just do your English homework? And then when you finished your English homework, we'll talk. But right now, focus, English homework. That's it. That's all you have to do. And he done it, he done his homework, and then he asked me, what can he do now? Because it's the new now. The homework has been done, it's been completed, and we're in the next step, we're in the next moment. And it can feel like we're trying to get somewhere. It can feel like there's a tomorrow and there's a later and there's a future. It can genuinely feel that way. But once we're in it, once we're in that tomorrow and we're in that future, we're living in it now. We're living it in the present. We can't live tomorrow now. But today's Wednesday and tomorrow's Thursday, and we know that because that's the society and the world that we live in. We can comprehend that yesterday was Tuesday, and we can have those words and we can have that understanding, but there's something deeper happening. And the happening is the isness that is in front of you. And I know and I can hear myself. Trust me, I can. And I know it sounds like I'm speaking in riddles or even another language, but try and hold on to a little bit of what I'm saying that makes sense. Not necessarily the words, but just the core of it. And the core of it is that there isn't a future that we know. There isn't a future that we know exactly what's going to happen. Yes, we'll wake up tomorrow morning and it will be Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025. That will be the thing. But if you watch this video and it's a different day, that won't be the day. It'll be so it's yes, we can know and we can say tomorrow and we can say yesterday and we can say dates and years and months and all of that. And we can say those things. But to actually experience Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025, we're going to experience in the now moment. That hasn't happened yet. So when we come back to the present moment that we're in, that we're actually living in, and we look at what is happening, the isness that is happening, whether it's your child having a tantrum over homework or your child calmly and peacefully doing their homework, whatever your present moment is, when we focus on that and we're actually present to the now moment, there is it's almost like you can see the speed of life. And you adopt a little bit of patience for the speed of life because sometimes it can feel like it's going very, very slowly and you want to speed it up so you can get on to the next thing. You want to speed up bedtime so your kids can go to bed and you can finally have a rest. You want to speed up a really annoying project because you've had enough doing it and you just want it done so you can get it, I don't know, sent off and published, or you want it graded if it's an exam, and you just want to know the grades so you can move into college, move up to college and then university, and then get a job. And there's always like the next step, next step. What's the next step? What's the next step? But when we just take one step at a time and we realize the step in and of itself is part of the experience, is the experience, and the only thing that we can actually experience, because the end goal, it's it's a it's a mirage. It's smoke and mirrors. It's not there. It's not really there. So what is really there is what's in front of you. So my challenge for you for the next 2 weeks, before conversation 21, is to try and slow down to the speed of life. Play with it. If you can see yourself, like if you're anything like me, and you can feel yourself running around like a headless chicken, trying to do the dinner, fill the dishwasher, empty the dishwasher all at the same time, yeah. Um, get the kids to do their homework, get them in the bath, all at the same time, and you can really feel that. It kind of you can feel it in your shoulders, you can feel it in your body, and you can just feel the tension. Like I can feel it from my feet rising up to my head. It's like this heat wave of tension just rising up. And when I feel that, I realize that I'm rushing. I'm trying to get to the what next. I'm trying to get to the next level really quickly, and it fails miserably. So my challenge for you is if that occurs to you or something similar, and you feel yourself living in the future, reel yourself back into the present moment. Stop and have that cup of tea. Sit down with your coffee and drink it warm. Drink it hot. Don't wait for it to get cold. You know, really, really play with it and see if you can actually slow down to the speed of life. I'd love to hear how you get on. Let me know in the comments below this video. And if you like what I share, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. There's plenty more where there is plenty more where this came from. This is only episode 20, and I plan to do lots more, at least 100. Let's see how far I get. Lots of love and all the best, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks' time for conversation 21.